Well, we have successfully completed the registration application, but still we have to add some more features to that we will see after learning some advanced concepts. Okay, in this section let us start one new application. It is fruits and vegetables. Before starting, let us see what you will learn in this section. What all the Android concepts you will learn in this particular section. Okay, so you will learn how to create list view and how to give action to list items, and also you will learn what exactly the activity or the page in Android application means, and what is the life cycle of activity. Okay, so let us start with this application. Let us see the different types of fruits and vegetables first. Okay, here you have some fruits. You can go to the Google and you can search for different types of fruits. Okay, so in the same way you have you can find different vegetables also, beetroot, bean, okay, etc. Now let us try to create an application where you can display the names of all these fruits and vegetables. Now the problem here is you have number of items here, means number of vegetables or number of fruits. Now how to display all these items in one page in Android application? Because your page, if this is the screen, now how many items you can display it here? Probably you can display 15 items in this screen. Now here you have more than 100 items, so how you will display it in one screen? So what is the option for that? Okay, so in Android, to display a number of items or a list of items, you have one option called as list view. Okay, I'll explain how to design the list view. So before that, let us see what is list view actually, or where exactly it is used in Android application. Okay, I will open the emulator. I'll go to application called as something like settings, in which you guys are familiar. So select the settings application. So here you can see different items. Can you see that? Different options are there. For example, location, access, security, apps, okay, and language and input. So in this way you have different items. Now how it is displaying all these items? Because if you consider this screen, this is the maximum limit. Suppose you can display max to max 10 items here, but you can see here it is giving lot of items, and even you can click on those items and it will navigate to different page. Okay, it means whenever you have more items or a list of items, at that time you have to use a component called as list view. Okay, and you can give action to the list items also. Okay, this we will see in this application. So before starting our new application, I will show the demo how it should look like. Okay, this is the application where it shows the different types of fruits and vegetables. It contains two buttons in your home page or first page. So if you click on fruits, it will display a list of fruits. Okay, you can check it out. This is called as list view. Okay, now suppose if I click on any item, it is showing a message, you have clicked on banana. Okay, so you can also give the navigation to move to next page. If you click on this item, you can move to the next page and you can show the description about this particular item in the next page. So all those things we will see. Okay, so now let us start with our application. So before starting, as I told, here our main interest is we have to learn ListView. So how to design the list view. So I'll come to this concept later. Let us start creating the application first. So I think you guys know how to create the application. Go to File, select New Option and select Android Application Project. So give the name for your application. I'll give it as Fruits and Vegetables. Fruits and vegetables. You can change the package name. It's your wish. I'll keep as it is. Click on next. You can change the icon also. Select blank activity. Okay, here you can change your class name or activity name. I will name it as Home. Click on Finish. So here is your application. Okay, so in the home screen I will add two buttons. Okay, something like I will delete this text view. Select it and delete. Drag and drop two buttons. Okay, this button I'll change the text to fruits. Okay, and I'll change the ID also. Edit ID. I'll make it as button 1 underscore fruits. Okay, here for the second button, change the text. I'll make it as vegetables. And I'll change the ID, edit ID. I'll keep button 2 as it is and I will add vegetables. Okay, I will align it properly. Well, we have designed the home screen. Now let us see how to give action to these two buttons. So go to your Java code. So where is your Java class? Under source folder, open the package. You will find your Java file. So it contains two methods. So we don't want this method. Remove it. So as I explained in the previous session, how to give the action. So whatever the components you have added in the UI, in the XML file, those components has to be declared here first. As we have added buttons, so I will declare buttons, button fruits, and the second button is button vegetables. Okay, and I will initialize them. How to initialize? Take the button variable is equal to, it is a button, find that button, find view by ID or dot ID dot your button 1 fruits. This is the ID we have given. End the statement. Now button vegetables is equal to, it's a button, find that button using id, find view by id, give the id or dot id dot button to vegetables. Okay, and the statement. Now how to give the action to these two buttons? Select the button variable, use set on click listener dot set on click listener, use the new on click listener. Obviously it will show the error because you don't have any class or interface called on click listener, so import that in the statement. In the same way, set on click listener for your button vegetables. Dot set on click listener, use the new on click listener and the statement. Well, we have declared two buttons here and we have initialized them. Then we have given the action also, button fruits dot set on click listener and button vegetables dot set on click listener. So whenever user clicks on the button fruits, this particular block will be executed, and whenever user clicks on button vegetables, so this block will be executed. Now whenever user clicks on button fruits, the action or the control has to move to next page. Means in application you have to display the second page where user can see the list of buttons. Okay, now let us create a page for our fruits or list of fruits. So how to create the page in Android application? Android application consists of different pages and each page requires two files. One is XML file where you have to design the UI, and then the Java file where you can give the action to the UI. Okay, so let us create the XML file first. So under resource folder you have layout folder, so select the layout, right click, go to new option, select Android XML file. Okay, so you can select any layout. First give the name for your XML file. I will name it as fruits. Select the layout, you can select any layout, click on finish. Okay, so this is your fruits XML file. Now as I told, we have number of fruits, so you can't display it in this screen, so you have to go for the list view. Okay, so where is the list view in your form widgets? No, you don't have here, so it will be present inside the folder called as composite. So select the list view, drag and drop it here. You can drop it here itself, if not you can drop it on your linear layout in the outline. Okay, so it is same as your button, there is no much difference, but it is having different functionality, but adding the component or like changing the ID, all those things same as your button. Okay, you have added the list view here, and select the list view, right click, click on edit ID. Here you can change list view underscore, it is used to display the fruits. Okay, so that's the thing you have to do in XML file. Now go to the Java code. How to create the Java file? Open the source folder, select the package, right click, go to new option, select class. Okay, so here give the name. I'll give the name as fruits page. You can give any name, so click on finish. Yes, what we have to do here, your class has to extend the activity class. Okay, and of course it should contain a method. It is on create method. Okay, so what should be the first statement here after your super class? As you have to link your XML file and Java file, you need a statement called as set content view. Okay, so where is your XML file? It is inside the resource folder and inside the layout folder. So give the path for that, r dot layout dot, the XML file is fruits. So end the statement. So we have created the XML file and we have designed the UI. It means we have added the list view, and also we have created the Java class and we have established the link between your Java class and XML file. Now our next task is we have to display the list of fruits. Okay, so before starting this, I will explain how exactly the list view works, or how you have to design the list view. Okay, you have to follow some basic steps. Okay, so if you want to create the list view in Android application, you have some steps. So first you have to collect the data. So what you want to display on the list view, it means you can see here, suppose this is fruits means. Okay, here is the data, whatever you're displaying here on the list view, it is called as the data for the list view. Okay, it means apple, banana, etc., whatever the names you have, it is the data that you want to display it on the list view. Now the second step is you have to create the adapter. So I will explain the adapter. What do you mean by adapter when I start coding? Okay, so remember the first step is you have to create the data, or you have to collect the data into an array, and the second step is you have to create the adapter, and after that you have to set that adapter to the list view so that all the content can be displayed on the list view. Okay, I'll explain step by step. Let us start coding. Okay, as you have added the list view in your XML file, first let us declare that component. It is same as your button. So whenever you add component to the XML file, you have to declare that and you have to initialize that. So I will take list view. I will give the name as LV list view. Okay, I have declared the list view. Now the second step is you have to initialize that. How to initialize? List view is same as your button. List view is equal to, it is a list view, find that list view, find view by ID, or dot ID dot, it is not showing, so I think we have not saved the things. So now check it out, it will show. Yes, here it is, list view 1 fruits. Okay, so these are the initial steps: declaring the component and then initializing that component, whatever the component you are adding, what it may be, a text view, button, or list view, or anything. Okay, these are the mandatory steps. Now after that, if you want to display the list view, as I explained, there are some specific steps which you have to follow. The steps are, first you have to collect the data into an array. Means here you can see you are displaying different items. Okay, so you can't take all those items in different string variables. Okay, so it is difficult. So whenever a concept comes like you have to store the data, or the data is in the form of list, then the better option is you can store it in array, or you can store it in a array list. Okay, so let us go with the array. So I will take an array of string, because we are displaying the names of fruits. So I will take an array of string. If not already, I have some names here. I will copy it. Okay, just have created an array called as fruits. It's a string array. It means it contains all the string values. Okay, there are names of different fruits like apple, banana, cherry, jackfruit, mango, etc. Okay, in the same way I have taken one more string for vegetables. This I will discuss later. As of now, you don't need this. Okay, so now the first step is we have to collect the data to the array. So our first step is done here. We have collected the data. Now what is the next step? The next step is you have to create the adapter. Okay, so how to create the adapter? So I will go to the onCreate method. So first of all, what is adapter? Why we need adapter? See, if you see the list view, the list view consists of different items. Now if you want to design this list view, it is not like a button where you are displaying one item or you are displaying one text on the button, and when you click on the button it will go to or it will do some action. Here it is having different items where each item carries a different text and it carries different action also. Suppose if I click on the apple, it may go to page 2 and it will display the description about apple. And if I click on banana, then it will go to page 3 where it will display the description on banana. Okay, so like this each item is having different content and different action. Okay, so for this you can't do one on-click listener. So each item will carry a different on-click listener. You can consider it is a independent item. So for that, now if you want to design the list view, you have to design each item. Okay, suppose you can add some images also here. Means with apple I want to add an image here. Next to apple text I want to add one image. So at that time, if you consider this complete thing as one view, then how we will add images to different items. So here is the difficulty. So for that purpose they have given one option called as adapters, where adapter creates each and every item in the list view based on the content you are passing to the adapter. Okay, so and based on the layout you are providing to the adapter. I'll explain that, you will understand. I'll start with the adapter. I will take a basic adapter. It's called as array adapter because we are using the data in array format. You can check it out here. It is an array. So here I will use the array adapter. So what type of data you are using? You are using the string data. So I will take the array adapter of string. I will give the name as adapter. Now adapter is equal to new adapter. Okay, here you have some options. Okay, and you can select this. You can see here the adapter or array adapter, it accepts 3 parameters. Okay, I'll explain this. The first parameter is the context. It means what you are doing with this adapter, you are trying to create the list items. Remember, array adapter is used to, or any adapter is used to create the items of a view, whether it is a list view, gallery view or grid view. Okay, so as of now we are doing with the list view. So array adapter is used to create the items for list view. So for which activity it has to create the item or where it has to create the items. So it is on your main page, or sorry, on your fruits page. So this is the context for this. So copy that provide the context, your activity name dot this. Now as I told, if you want to design a component, if I want to design this particular item, so what are the prerequisites you need here? Okay, first you should need the layout for this item. Okay, what should be the width and height of this item? Then you need what you want to display on this particular item. Okay, so if you pass those two things to the adapter, based on that it will create the item. Okay, so now the second parameter, what should be the layout design for the item? So Android provides some predefined layouts, so we will use that. If not, you can create your own layout. How you are creating the XML file, in the same way you can create the XML file and you can give it here. So as of now, let us go with the standard XML files. So use Android dot, or it's a resource dot layout. It is a layout. Okay, Android dot or dot layout. Then here you can see different types of predefined layouts in Android. As of now, we want to design a layout for list item. So select simple list item 1. Okay, what is our next requirement? If you want to design a item in a list view, so you need the layout for the item. The second one is you need the content. So where is our content? So here you have the content in a array format. So copy that, add it to your third parameter, end the statement. Okay, here you may get confused, like whenever you use control space with the array adapter, it shows different options, like something like if I put control space here, it will show different options. You need not to bother, you can select any one, but you give the 3 parameters. The first parameter is the context, it means where you have to display the list view. Then the second parameter is the layout for the item, list item. Okay, here we are using the predefined layout, and the third parameter is the values which you have to display on the list view. Okay, so what this adapter will do means, it will pick one value from the fruits, means as the index starts from 0. If this is the array, the index starts from 0, 0th item. It will select the 0th item first. It will use this particular layout. Okay, and it will create one item. Like this, based on the size of your array, it will start creating the item. Suppose if your array contains 5 items, so your adapter will collect the items one by one. Using this layout, it will create the item. Using this layout, it will create the item. Now your array adapter contains all the items. Now you have to add those items to your list view. So your third step is set adapter to list view. So what is your list view name? It is LV dot set adapter. Pass the adapter which you have created. This is the adapter which you have created. So pass that. So now it will display the list for your fruits. I will repeat the steps once again. If you want to display a list view in Android application, you have to follow certain steps. Okay, so first you have added the component into the XML file. You can check it out here. Create the XML file, add the list view to your XML file, change the ID for that, then go to your Java code, declare that component, then you have to initialize that component using the ID. After that, the specific steps to create the list view are, first you have to take the content into a array format. So here we have taken the names of fruits to an array called as fruits. After that you have to create the adapter. What do you mean by adapter? Means adapter is a class using which you can create the items for the list view. Okay, it accepts three parameters. The first one is context, where you want to display the list view, then the layout for the list item, and the third parameter is the content which you want to display it on the list view. Okay, so this adapter will create the items by using this content. It will take the content one by one and it will add it to this particular layout and it will generate the list items. Okay, so now adapter contains list items, so add that adapter to the list view so that you can see that list items in a list. Okay, this is how you can design the list view. Now let us try to run this application. So before that, this is your home page. Whenever user clicks on the fruits button, it has to go to your fruits page. So for that, what to do? If you want to navigate from home page to fruits page, you have to add the intent. So use intent here. Intent I is equal to new intent. I have explained about intents in previous sessions. You can look into that. So intent is a class which carries the source address and destination address. So the first parameter will be your source address. It means what is your current page, home. So the first parameter will be home dot this. Then the destination address, it means to which activity you want to go. It is fruits page. So fruits dot class. Okay, so you have created the intent. Now the next step is you have to start the activity. So start activity, pass intent, end the statement. Now select your application, run the application. You can check the status in the console. Yes, it's already started the application. Okay, so here is your fruits and vegetables. So as of now we have implemented on-click listener for only fruits. So click on fruits. Well, you got the exception. Why? In the previous session I explained, if you want to navigate between different pages or all the pages which are present in Android application has to be added to the Android manifest file. You can see the exception here, activity not found exception. It means you are trying to navigate to fruits page but it is not added to your Android manifest file. So open Android manifest file. Okay, how to add the activity? Click on application tab. Okay, click on add, select activity. So it will ask for the name, browse. It will display all the activities present in your application here. Okay, so here is your fruits page. Select that, click on OK, save the changes. Now you can check it out in the Android manifest file, in the XML file. Here is your fruit page. Okay, now try to run the application. Okay, click on fruits now. Well, now it is displaying the different types of fruits here. You can check it out. This is the list. Okay, in the same way, let us create a page for vegetables also. So I will close all these pages. So to create the page, select the layout, create your XML file first. So select layout, right click, select Android XML file. I'll give the name as vegetables. So select any layout, click on finish. So the first step is you have to display the vegetables in a list. So select the list view. It is inside the composite. So select the list view. You can drop it here. If not, you can drop it in the outline also. Okay, you can see the list items here. So select, right click, edit the ID first. So I will change the ID to ListView1 underscore. It is used for vegetables. You can give any ID here. Okay, that's what you have to do with the XML file. Save it. So now you have to create the Java file. So select your package, right click, go to new option, select class. I'll give the class name as vegetable class or vegetable page. Click on finish. You have to follow the same steps. Your class has to extend the activity. So it extends activity. Now the first method should be on create method. So use on create method. Okay, tell me what should be the first statement after your super call. It should be set content view, because you have to establish the link between your XML file and Java file. So you have created the vegetable XML file and you have created the vegetable page Java class. So now to establish the link, use set content view. Okay, it is asking for the path of the XML file. Which XML file is used as a content for this Java class or for this page. So give the path. It is r dot layout dot vegetables. End the statement. Okay, so here you have to display the list view. So what is the basic steps you have to follow? What are the basic steps you have to follow? First you have to declare the list view component. So take list view. I'll give the name as LV. If not, you can give any other name also. Okay, you may ask, here we are giving the list view LV, but in our fruits page also we are giving list view LV. Is there any any exception if I give the same name with the for the variables, for the list view in two different classes? No, because this variable is local to your fruits page, whereas this variable is local to your fruits page. You can look into our Java course. Okay, there you can find the basics of Java. Now after declaring your list view, what is your next step? You have to initialize that. How to initialize? Take the list view variable is equal to, it's a list view, find that list view by ID. So r dot id dot, what is the ID you have given? It is list view 1 underscore vegetables. Save the changes. Now after this, you have to follow some specific steps to display the list view. So you can see here what all the steps you have to follow. The first step should be you have to collect the data into a array. So how to do that? So in the fruits page, we got your vegetables array. I will just uncomment this and I will take this to your vegetable page. So you can paste it here. If not, you can add it into your class variable here. Okay, so here is your vegetables array, or string array of vegetables. So it contains different vegetables. Now the next step is you have to create the adapter. So here also you are using a array. So let us create the array adapter. So here is array adapter, it is of type string, because you are using string data. So give the name for that. I'll give it as adapter. You can give any name. After that, new adapter. You can select anyone, but you have to pass 3 variables. So I will select this. Okay, what is the context? Here the context is vegetable page dot this. It is nothing but your page name dot this, where you have to display the list view. Okay, the second parameter is, it is the layout for your list item. So you can use the predefined layout. So how to use the predefined layout? Android dot r dot layout dot, it displays some predefined layouts here. Select the simple list item. Okay, now the third parameter is what all the values you want to display there. It is vegetables. You have the data in array, so pass that to the adapter. Well, we have created the adapter. Now after creating the adapter, what will do the adapter? It will create the list items using these values and the layout which you have provided for the list item. Okay, now let us set this adapter to the list view. List view dot set adapter. So pass the adapter which you have created. Save the changes. Okay, now let us see whether it is working or not. Okay, so before executing the application, remember, whenever you are adding a page to an Android application, that has to be added to the Android manifest file. So open Android manifest file, select application tab, go down. Here you have an option like application nodes. Add the node, which node you want to add. You have to add the activity. Select activity, click on OK. It will ask for the name. So browse. So here is your vegetable page. Select that, click on OK, save it. Now try to run the application. Okay, remember once again, go to your home page. Here you have to give the action. It means when user clicks on your button vegetables, okay, there you have to add the intent so that you can navigate to your vegetable page. Okay, add the intent. Here you have to change it to vegetable page. Well, start running the application. Select the application, run it. Okay, here is your application. Now click on vegetables. Here it is showing the vegetables in a list. Okay, so our next task is, suppose if I go to fruits and if I click on any item, suppose if I click on apple or banana or anything, okay, so now it has to show the message like I have clicked on the apple. So it means you have to give the action to list items. So let us start doing this. So first we will do it for fruits class. So go to fruits page. Okay, so here we are displaying the list of fruits. Now after setting the adapter, you have to implement the on-click listener for your list view. Okay, so you have a on-click listener called ListView dot set on item click listener, because here it is not on-click listener because ListView contains different items. So here we are using set on item click listener instead of on-click listener. Okay, select on item click listener. Same, you have to use the new listener here also. So type new, select the new listener. So it is showing the error. Keep the cursor on your item click listener. Okay, you have to import it. Click on import, but still it is showing the error. Keep the cursor there. It is showing add unimplemented methods. So click on this. So here is your unimplemented method. Okay, so end the statement. Now in this on item click listener, it is giving some parameters. You can see here the first parameter is, it is adapter view, something like argument 0, then it is giving the view and integer value and one long value. Let us see what all these parameters. Okay, the first parameter is adapter view. It means you are creating one view using adapter, that is your list view. So whenever user clicks on a item in that particular list view, this particular block will be executed, and in that it will provide you on which view it has been clicked. It means what is the view on which the click has happened. It means here in this context it is list view. Okay, so the second parameter is the view. It means the first parameter is the list view, the adapter view, the complete list view. The second parameter is on which item the user has clicked. That is called as the view in a adapter view or view in a list view. Okay, on which item the user has clicked, that is your second parameter. Then the third parameter, it is the position of the item on which the user has clicked. I'll explain with this example. See, this is the list view. Okay, suppose if I click on apple, Okay, the first thing is your Android system will call this method and it will provide you 4 parameters. The first parameter is the view, the complete view on which the click has happened. Here it is list view. So the first parameter will be your list view. Then the second parameter is on which item user has clicked. Here we have clicked on the apple. So this is your second parameter. Then the third parameter, it is the position or the index of the item which has been clicked. So here I have clicked on the apple and the position or the index of this item is 0, because in the list view the index or the position starts from 0. Okay, so now what is your next parameter? It is showing one more parameter here. It is long. It is the ID of your item on which you have clicked. The third parameter is the fourth parameter is the ID of the item on which you have clicked. Okay, so what is the use of these parameters? So using these parameters you can understand on which item the user has clicked. Okay, so our next task is how to understand or how to know on which item the user has clicked using these parameters. Okay, so here I will show one toast message like on which item user has clicked. For that, how to show the toast message? Use toast class, toast.makeText. The context is it is fruits page dot this. Then the second parameter is the message which you want to display. So here I will show you have clicked on, okay, on which item? I'll concatenate with this. You have clicked on. So to collect the text on which the user has clicked, or to collect the text from the item on which the user has clicked, the procedure is, as I told, this is the list view or this is the adapter view, okay, on which the click has happened. So copy that statement, copy that argument, okay, your argument 1 dot, from that it means user has clicked on this particular list view on any one item. Now from this list view you have to collect that particular item. So how to do that? First you have to take the parent item. This is called as the parent view. In that, your parent dot get item at position. Get item at position. It is also giving the position to you on which user has clicked. So copy that position and paste it here. Okay, if you are getting confused, just I will change these names of these parameters. This one I will make it as parent view, and this view is nothing but your item, and then this is the position of that item, and your fourth variable is the ID. Okay, now you can understand easily. Whenever user clicks on any item here, okay, so now from this parent view you can see on which item he has clicked, because whenever user clicks on the item, this on click will give you 4 parameters. The first one is the parent view, then the item on which user has clicked, and position of that item, and also ID of that item. So now you have to collect the data from parent. So here is your parent view. I will copy this. Parent view dot get item at position. Get item at position. What is the position? Here is your position. So copy that. Okay, now this statement will give you on which item or the content on the item the user has clicked. Okay, so go to your next parameter. It is the duration. Toast dot length short I will give, then show the message. Okay, let us see whether it is working or not. Select your application, run it. Okay, here's your application. Select the fruits button. Okay, now click on this apple. So it is showing you have clicked on apple. You click on any item, it will show you have clicked on mango. Okay, so now click on this. It is showing you have clicked on papaya. Okay, so well, it is working fine. Now same you can implement it for vegetables also. Okay, here it is. Use the ListView dot set on item click listener. Use the new item click listener. You have to import that, and also you have to add on unimplemented methods. End the statement, and here you can show the toast message. Toast dot make text. The context is vegetable page dot this. Then the text is, you can say you have clicked on. Okay, here you can collect the item. How to do that? This is your first argument. I'll make it as parent. Then the second argument is your item. Then the third argument is the position of the item on which user has clicked. And the fourth one is ID for that item. Okay, so here I'll concatenate the string. So how to get the string from your item? Use the parent dot get item at position. What is the position? Here it is giving the position also. So copy that. Then the duration is toast dot. You can use length short dot show the message. Okay, so save the changes. You can execute the application. Okay, so click on vegetables button. So if you click on any item, it is showing you have clicked on beetroot, or if you click on cabbage, it is showing you have clicked on cabbage. Okay, so it is working fine. Now in the next session I will explain, is it possible to do this both vegetables and fruits? Is it possible to display both vegetables and fruits in the same page? Here we have created a separate page for fruits and a separate page for vegetables. Instead of that, we can create both vegetables and fruits in a same page. So based on the button user has clicked, suppose if user has clicked on the fruits, you can send the information to the next page saying that user has clicked on the fruits. So based on that information in your second page, you can display the fruits in a list. If not, if user clicks on the vegetable, you can send the information saying that user has clicked on the vegetable. So based on that, in the second page you can display the vegetables. Okay, so the reason why we have to create only one page instead of going for two different pages, so when I explain the activity and activity life cycle and what all the different hurdles or the difficulties with Android applications, so at that time you will understand why we have to minimize the number of pages. Okay, so other than that, today I will give one assignment. See here, if you click on the fruits, it is showing a list of fruits. Okay, now when you click on the item in a fruits list, it is showing you have clicked on that particular item. Now instead of showing this, whenever you click on this item, it has to navigate to another page and it has to display some information about this particular item. For example, I'll show this and you can make it more effective. Just you have to create one new page. So create the new page here, select the XML file, select the layout, create the XML file first. Okay, I will name it as description. I'll select linear layout. Okay, so in the same way you can I'll add one text view here. Okay, and I'll create the Java file for this. Go to new option, select class. Okay, I'll name it as description. Okay, your description, it extends the activity and it should contain on create method, and you have to add the set content view. So what is the path for your XML file? r.layout. It is description. Then after creating the page, immediately you have to add it to the Android manifest file. So go to the application, click on add button. Okay, sometime you may see like this, the window will show like this. So you have to go to option called create a new element. Okay, select that. So here it will display the different elements. As of now we are adding the activity, so select that. Okay, then you have to give the name, browse it. Here it is showing the name of that activity. Select the description, click on OK. Immediately you have to save the changes. Now whenever user clicks on the item in a, for example, so this is the fruits page. So when I click on this item, as of now you are showing the toast message. So instead of showing the toast message, you have to navigate to next page. So for that, go to your fruits page. So inside the on item click listener, you can show the toast message also. So after showing the toast message, you have to go to next page. So how to do that? Use the intent. Okay, intent I is equal to new intent, and here you have to provide the source and destination address. Your source address is your current page, that is your fruits page dot this. Then your destination page is description page. description dot class. Then you have to start the activity. Okay, end the statement. Now run your application. Select the application, run it. Okay, click on fruits button. Suppose if I click on apple, it is showing the toast message, and also it is navigating to another page. So the assignment is, in this page you have to design the description for that particular fruit. It means if user clicks on the apple here, it has to come to description page here, and it has to show the different fields. It means it has to show the name of the fruit, it is apple. Then it has to show one image for that fruit, and what is the price of that fruit, what are the different categories, what is the scientific name. So all those details you have to provide in this page. Okay, it describes about apple. So this is the assignment for today. So please do it. And if you have any queries, you can visit our website skillbridger.com, and you can post the emails, and if you have any queries you can add it in our student form also. So that's it for today. So in the next session I will explain why we should not go with the different pages, means why we should not create multiple pages in Android application, and what are the limitations in Android application, and what exactly activity means, and what is the life cycle of activity.